From the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 6 p.m.
Now at 6, as the immigration debate continues, a group of faithful end a pilgrimage to downtown LA while showing their support for the nation's immigrants. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Doubt.
And I'm Crystal Cruz. And the marchers say it breaks their hearts to see families separated at the border. CBS 2's Adriana Weingold has their story from the Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels.
It was the end of a very long journey for a group of faithful from Orange County. They walked all the way from Lake Forest to here in downtown Los Angeles to show their support for immigrant rights. After an exhausting 54-mile journey walking all the way from Orange County, this group of pilgrims is finally making their way through the streets of downtown. The group has been making the pilgrimage for the past 5 years, but say this year is different. Despite being blind, this is Felipe Tovar's third year making the journey for immigrant rights.
I think everyone has the right to live equally and dignity.
With children being separated from their families at the border as part of the Trump administration's zero-tolerance immigration policy, this group says there's more at stake than ever before. Lisbeth Bravo came to the U.S. from Mexico when she was just 4 years old. She's heartbroken to see children taken from their parents.
It hurts to know how we're all being separated from each other. It just hurts having that idea that maybe one day I could be separated from my family.
Standing in solidarity, they ended their journey at the Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels for the Mass in recognition of all immigrants.
Mi nombre es Adán.
Immigrants like young Adam, an unaccompanied minor from El Salvador who was reunited with his mother in Los Angeles after 3 attempts to seek asylum in the U.S.
I was sad. I felt guiltiness and I didn't feel any hope.
The pilgrimage isn't easy for any of the faithful. 3 days of walking from morning to night, but they're happy to do it, making the journey to show love and support for immigrant families. The situation at the border hits so close to home for many of the families that we spoke with today. They are hoping that their pilgrimage brings attention to immigrant rights. In downtown, Adriana Weingold, CBS 2 News.
And President Donald Trump's administration unveiled its plan tonight to reunite families separated at the border. We'll have those details and find out why it doesn't make everyone happy. That's ahead at 6:30.
Summer is off to a busy and dangerous start for firefighters in Northern California. This fire in Tehama County, called the Stoll Fire, has burned homes and businesses, but crews aren't even sure yet how many. At last word, 500 acres have been blackened since the fire started yesterday, but it's now 40% contained. This fire burning in Lake County, northwest of Sacramento, doubled in size overnight. It's called the Pawnee Fire, and it started last night near the small community of Clear Lake Oaks at a very steep canyon. Katie Nielsen shows us.
Fire crews are using every possible tool they have to attack this fire, both from the air with helicopters and tankers, and on the ground with bulldozers and hand crews.
We have mutual aid from all over Northern California here and additional resources ordered and en route. Everything from the Bay Area to the Oregon border to the Central Valley.
The fire started at only 450 acres last night, but offshore winds quickly spread the fire through the valley overnight, burning 10 homes and 2 outbuildings.
Our real priority out here with our air and ground assets is to protect the structures and then get some line construction in around this fire.
The weather is challenging the 250 firefighters working on the front lines. High winds and low humidity create perfect firestorm conditions.
We have some areas that are grassy where we can use bulldozers. We have some areas that are really steep and rocky where we're using hand crews. And we have some areas that are just intermixed homes where we're using fire engines. So we're using all the tools in the toolbox on this one.
As the sun sets tonight on Spring Valley, crews hope they'll be able to get ahead of this fire.
What we are hoping is this red flag warning comes to a close this evening, that actually brings on a more traditional weather pattern for us, cools the temperatures down and slows the progression of this fire.
And a fire is also burning in Ventura County's Piru Valley. It started just over 24 hours ago northwest of Castaic. It's burned 100 acres. Officials initially ordered evacuations from the Blue Point campground, but they lifted those orders overnight. Helicopters, water tenders, and bulldozers are all helping with this firefight. So far, no injuries have been reported. So will the weather give firefighters any relief? CBS 2's meteorologist Markina Brown joins us live in our studio with our first forecast. Markina.
Well, Crystal, I can tell you this. We definitely are going to have a big dome of high pressure in control of our weather. And with that, we will stay dry and hot for sure. There is no precipitation in our foreseeable forecast. And we could see the winds pick up by the end of the week. As you can see here, satellite radar composite showing virtually no clouds and obviously all of the precipitation as well to the east of us. Taking a look at temperatures outside, you go to USC. And they are in the low 70s. Normal high this time of year is 80 degrees. We're looking at lots of sunshine right now, and it feels good just about everywhere. Even the beaches are looking at full sunshine, upper 60s, upper 70s for the IE right now. Taking a look at winds, we've got some double digits, but again, these are going to pick up by the end of the week. I've got more details for you on that coming up in just a little bit. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Markina. CicLAvia rolled into the San Fernando Valley today. People cycled and skated from Panorama City to Pacoima. CBS 2's Lori Perez shows us thousands were there and had a great time.
As hundreds biked, boarded, bladed, or walked down Van Nuys Boulevard in the Northeast Valley Sunday, many said though they've been down this road before, this was their first time really seeing it.
Oh, definitely. I think bicycles make you see the whole world in a different way.
Pacoima's Mural Mile, featuring 31, soon to be 32 murals, is usually a gallery you drive by. On this day, with a 4-mile stretch closed down from Panorama City to Pacoima, there was time and safe space to stop and soak it in.
When you're on a bike, just the scenery, there's so much stuff that you miss when you're actually driving.
That's just one of the advantages CicLAvia organizers say you'll find when you hit the streets on 2 feet or 2 wheels instead of 4. In 8 years, the nonprofit has sponsored now 26 open street events, closing down major roads around LA City and County for day-long car-free exploration.
Organizers might say they're closing down streets to open up communities.
Thousands of participants see their neighborhoods and their roads in a new way. Councilman Nuri Martinez says the Roscoe corridor has some of the most dangerous intersections in the San Fernando Valley.
For everyone, pedestrians, cyclists, cars, people who just want to get to point A to point B and be safe doing so.
Organizers say their events also reduce ultra-fine particles in the air by 20% as folks get out of their cars and maybe reconsider bikes or walking as fun, viable ways to get places. Healthy for the environment, healthy for our bodies.
We're trying to get a little bit more activity in our daily regimen.
Healthy for families and friends who took the route together.
Well, I really like spending time with my family. It's like a really good experience. It's like memories I'm going to remember for a long time.
I like to ride my bike.
In the San Fernando Valley, Lori Perez, CBS 2 News.
Street racers blocked this Pico Rivera intersection overnight, doing donuts and other dangerous stunts. You could see how close the cars got to the hundreds of people standing around watching at Beverly and Rosemead Boulevards, but luckily no one was hurt. Someone even set off fireworks from that same exact intersection. When deputies showed up, someone threw bottles at them. Some suffered minor injuries and 2 people were arrested. And that wasn't the only place. In Arcadia, drivers were doing donuts in the intersection at Duarte Road and Baldwin Avenue. When officers showed up, the drivers took off onto the 210 freeway. The CHP says the cars did donuts on the freeway near Huntington Drive before finally leaving that area.
And a deadly police shootout in San Diego. The suspect was killed and 2 officers wounded. Police say they were responding to some type of disturbance at a condo late last night. And when officers got there, shots were fired, so the officers fired back. Hours later, the gunman was found dead inside. It's not clear if he was killed by police or if he took his own life. And a dramatic end to a 5-hour standoff in Whittier. Deputies rushed a woman who barricaded herself inside a truck. Now, this all started in the driveway of a motorcycle shop in Norwalk between 2 neighbors. Police say the woman had a large object, possibly a pipe, that she may have thrown at her neighbor. She took off in that truck and sheriffs pursued her, and that's when the standoff started. It took a crisis negotiator and the SWAT team to bring it all to an end.
We have some easy ways you could conserve energy this summer and help keep your bill down.
Then Cool Cars will take you to the Burbank facility that customizes cars for the stars.
Plus, wildfires are dangerous for anyone in the path of the flames, but now we're starting to learn about the effects on pregnant women. Details of a new study ahead.
But coming up next, tens of thousands of people showing their pride at parades to celebrate the LGBTQ community.